John Wolf here. Okay, out in the shop again today. We have got a load of things to take care of. Getting summertime, projects for later. But today, back on the Ranger. Got a wiper motor out on it. Gonna try to show y'all how I will go about this. Be back in just a second. Okay, I'm gonna start out by telling you that the uninstall of this, I've just set all the parts back in place. This is the new motor. I've already removed the old one, but I'm gonna go through the steps that it takes to remove and reinstall the wiper motor. Okay, start out mashing a little clip right here and unplugging the wire. Okay, now we will remove I believe they're 5.5 millimeter bolts to the access plate. Oops, there went the access plate. I'll have to get that later. Now at this point, we will reach in here to get to a bolt that holds the wiper arms on the back of the motor. Okay. Once we've got that removed, then we will take our mounting bolts from here, which will release the motor. There's 4 in all. This one has a ground wire to it, and you just have to work it around and get the motor out. Okay, once we get the motor out, we then have to take it over to the workbench. Okay. Now I'm going to reset myself here. I'll be right back with you. Okay. Now that we've got the wiper motor out and on the workbench, there's a small bushing. This one broke. I will reuse it though. Take it off. Take the 3 bolts that hold the plate on. Okay, this is the mounting plate, which it doesn't come with the mounting plate on it. I shouldn't have taken these or put these back in so far. It wouldn't have taken so long to take them out. Okay. With those bolts removed, you can simply lift this plate off. Now this is what you get when you buy a rebuilt wiper motor. So to reinstall, we simply put these back in place. Put the 3 bolts back in. Put our 3 bolts back in and tighten them down. This is the last one. I've already tightened the other 2 up off camera. I'm going to recheck them though. Okay. Make sure we put our little grommet back in. That's a dust cover is all it is. Okay, and then we'll be going back to the vehicle to reinstall. Okay, remember I dropped that plate a while ago? We're going to see if we can go get it. I think it's going to wind up falling out the bottom on me. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Voila. and recovery of the plate. I love these little grippers. Now we're going to try to reinstall the wiper motor. Okay, if you remember, I told you that there is a ground wire that hooks to one of these. Now, this is the bolt, screw, whatever you want to call it, that actually holds it in. And it goes in the upper corner. So, I know my hand's in the way. There's really not a lot that I can do to prevent that. But hopefully you can see some of what's going on. But I'll go ahead and start all of the mounting screws. Which two of them are, for me, a little bit difficult to get to. There it is. Okay. Now I'm going to get most of these tightened down off camera. Be right back. These are some rather small bolts, so we don't really want to over tighten them, but we do want to get them secure. Now this is the last one. I've already done the other three off camera, but okay, and just like I say, you don't want to overdo them because they might break, but we do want them secure. Now, I was talking earlier about the ground wire. Now, the ground wire goes right here with a small nut that goes over it. And I'm thinking, might be wrong, but I'm thinking that is a 10mm. See if I'm thinking correctly. Yep, 10mm. Okay, with that secured, then we're gonna go to our access panel, and I'm gonna see if I can figure a way of showing you what's going on in there. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but this is where the wiper arms connect. This is what connects them. We got to get these two together, which I'm trying to do it in a way where you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, I've got it in place, and now we have to put the bolt in. And this is a fairly confined area where we have to put it. See what I'm doing here, but just running it up so far with my finger, and then we'll get a little ratchet on it. Okay, we're about to get this tightened down, I think, and this is a tight spot to get into. see now why the book calls for 3 hours on this job. This is a real hard spot to get into. I've resorted, instead of trying to use a ratchet, to use a wrench. I seem to be able to control it better. Okay, the last twist, and it's tight. Oh man. Whew. That's hard for a man to lay on the motor like that. Now let's see if we can retrieve the GoPro. Oh. Well, we've got that part of it done. Okay, the motor is mounted. We've got the connection made in here. Now the next thing is to do some cleanup, pick up the tools really, and hook the electric up and see how we've done. Okay, the tools are gathered up. It's time to put the electrical connection in, which is a simple place it and push till it snaps. And that's that. Now our next step, we're going to go and see how our wipers react. I have to find the keys. Okay, the ignition's on. Here we go, see if our wipers work. Look at that. And they park in just the right position. Okay, got speed. Let's see if we've got, yep, got delay. Okay, gonna put the inspection plate back, or the access plate back on, and this job will be done then. Now we're gonna replace our inspection plate, or our access panel, which earlier I told you that I thought they were 5.5 millimeter, which they are also a 7/32 on the American scale, or whatever you want to call it, standard scale, American scale. I mean, we need to use the real size, I don't know. But these 3 bolts, and gently tighten them, because you will strip them if you don't. And we will have this job complete. Friends, you know what I like to say. Get up off that couch. Do something. Enjoy life. Get some grime under your fingernails. We'll see you in the next video.